Welcome to Surf for the Muzzle Folks, where we are anything but straight. My name is Space.
And I'm Paradox.
And we welcome you to Part 2!
Part 2!
Of the last episode, which took us much longer than I anticipated. I'm going to go ahead and just assume that it's probably not going to be about the same amount of time. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Yeah, we always go on side tangents.
It's unknown how much we'll side tangent.
I know how many times they'll side tangent.
A lot of things happen. I have a story to tell, but we'll tell that in a second.
Ooh,
I know. Stories. Story time is the best. We are continuing on with our... I'm your daddy now. We're going to continue on with the count. So I think I'm at 6 or 7 swear words, and Paradox is at 5.
I think. I don't know.
We'll just go from there.
If you were keeping count last episode, Space currently has 7 swear words, and Paradox currently has 5 swear words. But we both know that they're probably going to go up from here.
And then we have 4 more emails to read. Well, technically 3, but I'll explain that in a second.
Do you want to read them now, or do you want to read them afterward?
I want to read them now and just get them over with.
Sounds good.
One of them is effing long.
Yes.
Not that it's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. If you guys ever send us an email and it's like miles long, that's not a bad thing. It's just I may not read the whole thing or it at all, just to give you acknowledgement that you sent an email. But before we get to that, yesterday, I'm walking out of work. So I'm walking out of the hospital and they have a big parking garage. You can take the elevator to go up to the different levels. And so I get on the elevator and there's a couple there. And all of a sudden I hear this boop. And then this person starts talking and I'm like, oh, did you accidentally hit the call button? And she's like, no, I didn't hit the button. And the door's open and she walks out. And I'm like bending over at this point, you know, and it looks weird because it looks like I'm talking to an elevator, which I kind of am. And this person's like, yes, hi, I'm calling from the so-and-so clinic looking for Carlos. And I'm like, you're calling an elevator. Okay, well, can you just let Carlos know to call us back? And I'm like, no. You're literally calling an elevator. Like I'm in the garage elevator, the doors are closing, and I'm literally going up to the next floor and you're calling an elevator. The caller just did not understand. She just kept going, okay, well, if you could just let Carlos know about his appointment, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
God.
And so I'm at the top of the elevator and all the doors are open. I'm like, hey, well, I'm leaving and you're just going to talk to nobody in the elevator. Bye. And like the doors just closed. And I'm like, what the hell was that? I didn't even know you could call into an elevator.
As somebody that's I can't talk today. This is going to be great. As somebody that used to work in a place where there was an elevator, so I used to work at a hotel, that's happened before and it's really fucking weird.
And I guess the only way that particular thing can happen is I guess the operators are the only ones that could transfer calls. Like, I mean, most people call into the operator and then they'll transfer to wherever else the patients need to go to, and if the patient gets to the wrong area, we can transfer them back to the operator, but we're not supposed to like road transfer them. I don't know what prompted the operator to transfer them to an elevator, but I can say that the operators at just hospitals in general suck ass. Like they never listen to you. At least the ones like for the system that like Intermountain operators, you call in and be like, yeah, I have a question about labs. And they like cut you off and transfer you to a lab. And it's like, but it's more than just that. And so you end up getting transferred to the wrong area. And then you call back, you get a brand new operator. And then they're just as short with you. And it's like, listen to what I'm saying. It's so annoying. And they all end up always getting transferred to medical records. I don't know what it is, but medical records is the butt end of everything in that hospital. I hate it.
It's got to be really frustrating.
It is. I've had like 4 different calls that come into my phone today. And I have like a little sticky note over the screen of my phone because I don't use it. I don't answer calls coming in. But the way that the light, like the desk light hits the screen, it glares into my eye and it bugs me. So I put a little sticky note over it. But calls kept coming in and I kept going, document processing. This is John. Oh, this isn't Dr. So-and-so. I'm like, nope, sorry. Click. I'm not putting you back into the operator.
Oh my god.
I'm so mean.
That's
good luck. Bye. Yeah.
I had an instance like that, but I can't remember exactly what was said. I don't remember. My brain is terrible.
Yeah, my brain is kind of terrible too. It gets there. But while we're already with terrible thoughts, let's go ahead and get started with emails.
Cool.
The first one, we're actually not sure if we read this one in the last episode or not. So we'll just go ahead and read it again. This comes from Sparrow the Wolf Horse. And they said, "Hi, I'm a transgender male to female. And I listen to your podcast. And I've been listening for a while now. And my furry is a wolf horse, which is a wolf's body and a horse tail." And then that's it. And they sent us a picture of them. So
Nice.
thanks for sending us your picture. And again, I'm sorry if this is a repeat.
Listen, a lot happened last episode, so
Yeah, a
we
lot
just don't
happened.
know.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to yawn because I got the next one. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Anyways, sorry.
And
I
everyone
even
else,
slept.
everyone listening is going to be like,
I know. Like, oh my god, I even slept like pretty good today. And then
Same. I slept really good.
I don't know. I did have some weird dreams though. Like I had a dream about it was a Five Nights at Freddy's dream. So like I had a dream that I was in like the Mega Pizzaplex in the new one, Security Breach, and I was being chased by the animatronics. So it was great.
I mean, I've had some genuine like science fiction, like sci-fi dreams that are really like intriguing. And I'm not upset by them. Normally I get these really weird dreams. I'm just like, it throws me off for the day. But these last ones, I'm just like, I kind of want to like fall back asleep and fall back into that dream because it was so like mind captivating. But
Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Have you ever had a dream where it's like when you wake up, you question reality just a little bit?
Yes.
Okay.
I have had that.
Oh my god. Mine, like when that happens to me, it's usually when I unfortunately go into like sleep paralysis and it's like a really weird in between of like I'm awake but dreaming, and I hate it because then like I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what's real. Am I still dreaming? It's so messed up. It really freaked me out one time.
Sleep paralysis is crazy because if you go into it deep enough, you can actually start to lucid dream. And that's where you pretty much are present in the room and you can see everything around you, but you can't do anything about it. And so I've had ones where that was the case, but then like objects started coming alive and they started like attacking me and there was nothing I could do about it.
Oh no.
The weird thing was though, and I question sleep paralysis because I wonder if it's really like scientific or I wonder if it's paranormal or if it's a little bit of both. Because
Maybe.
one time in my dream, I was rolled over and something punched me in the back. When I woke up and I was finally able to free myself from sleep paralysis, this is the beginning days when I was dating Felix, so I was still living at home. I got up and I was able to like, my jaw was like locked too, which was, I hate because
that's
I'm always
scary.
I'm always afraid I'm going to like break my jaw. So I wake up, I was able to unlock my jaw and I go into the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I've got a punch mark in the back of my back. But it's impossible for me to punch myself in the back. It's just like the way that it was positioned, it just didn't seem right. So I wasn't like, I don't know. And that was kind of a hazy moment because I don't know if that moment actually happened, if I was just so like, I came out of the dream and I was just staring in the mirror and maybe I thought it happened. I don't know, but it was kind of weird.
Ah, it is weird.
Yeah, I gotta love that. Or night terrors. Oh god, night terrors.
Oh my god, no. I get those and like so my wife did not know that like the whole like the scene in movies and like TV shows and like whatever of like characters when they're sleeping and they have a nightmare, they like jolt up and they sit straight up and they're like panting and sweating to death.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
She didn't know that was a thing. She thought that was just like a for emphasis. No, I've done that so many times and like I actually unfortunately had it happen to me a couple nights ago. I literally like woke up and like sat straight up out of bed and like was sweating, my heart was pounding and I was like panting. I was like, oh my god. And she like rolled over, she's like, you okay? You all right? I'm like, I'm fine, I just had a stupid dream. And then I got snuggled, which was great, but like still I know. But like they're awful because like they hurt my chest and it's just terrible.
Yeah, okay. So last week I was having really bad asthma attacks. And so when you have asthma attacks, like your rescue inhaler will help you kind of breathe better, but it doesn't necessarily, like in my case, I have really bad, severe asthma to the point where if I sneeze, it screws up my lungs and I got to go through the whole process of rescue inhaler, then steroid inhaler. And it takes a couple of minutes to get like everything brought back down to normal. But I sleep out in the living room on the couch because I have such a weird sleep schedule.
Mhm.
Unlike Felix, who can just fall asleep like on the whim, I just can't do that. I gotta take.
I can't do that either.
I've got like a whole prescription set of pills that I take at specific times at night. So usually the first one is at 8:30. The next wave is at 9. And then if I fall asleep, great. If I don't, oh well. And because of that reason, I sleep on the couch because I don't want to wake up Felix because it's hard enough for him to sleep.
Mhm.
So last week, I don't know what I was dreaming about, but it was enough to freak me out. My asthma decided to flip out on me and I had an attack. So I woke up all of a sudden, just like you said, drenched in sweat, sitting up. And I was just like, like I wasn't able to
Mhm.
catch my breath and I was panicking like really bad. And I was like, like, where's my inhaler? And I'm like freaking out and I get up and I kind of pass out a little bit. But
Aw.
I was able to get my inhaler and like breathe. And I don't think I fell back asleep after that because I was just terrified. It's creepy. It's scary sometimes.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
It's rough and I hate those kind of dreams.
But
Anyway.
I also wonder like because it's like, let's say like there's a spirit, like walking around your house and all of a sudden you just like wake up all of a sudden. I wonder if they get scared.
Oh, that would be
like,
so funny.
Right. And then they just like float away.
Just all of a sudden you wake up and they're like, oh shit, run.
Yeah.
Like, dang it.
Come back tomorrow.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
That was Paradox's first swear word of the episode.
Anyways.
Anyway, okay.
Is the next one me? Or is the next one
No,
you?
I mean, technically you did the picture one, but if you wanted to do this one, that's fine. I don't care.
No, I'll let you do it because I get the big one.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to do the big one.
Oh,
That's
okay. I'll do this
I don't
one. You
care.
do the big one.
I
Do you want to do the big one?
I don't care.
Okay. I'll do this one. You get to do the
Okay.
big one.
Oh, okay.
Exciting for you.
Yeah, that last 30 seconds out of context might not be the best thing to play on repeat.
This next one comes from Claw the Skull Dog. Hi, I'm a new listener to the podcast. I just would like to say hi and that I would love to be able to keep up with you. Why would you love to be able to keep up with us? Did I read that weird?
No, you didn't.
No? Okay, maybe it's me. I'm 18, from Indiana, have a full-time job in carpentry. So did Jesus. Just kidding.
I'm sorry, that was so quick. So did Jesus.
Well, I read the email before, but I didn't think of that until now. I have my moments. I'd love to be interviewed by you. I already feel like I have a place here, even though I've only been here for a few days. I'm excited to hear if this gets read in a spaced out episode with excitement. Claw the Skull Dog. Carpentry is interesting. I want to do like a mini series where we interview a variety of people, not necessarily those who are like poppy furs or celebrity furs, more or less just like everyday people and like what their jobs are and just kind of get an idea of what they do and just go from there. I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Now, did you paraphrase this or no? Like, how do you? Oh, shoot. Oh,
No,
man.
I did
It's
not.
stupid. Okay. I will try my best.
There is quite a lot in there.
There is quite a lot. I will try.
I believe their name is Erebus.
Erebus?
It says at the very end, it says Erebus, but not really. I guess I can be Erebus for now.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, so.
I mean, Erebus is a cool name.
It is.
Not many people have like, usually when people are like, oh my God, what's your persona's name? Usually it's like, my name is Sparky or something. I don't know.
I'm a toxic dog. Look at my bright neon colors. I'm brand new.
Yes. I'm new to the fandom and like, oh my God, my character is totally a fox. And look, he's blue. Like, I mean, it was Sparky because, I just have such energy.
I
Ooh.
mean, if that's your character, right? Like, don't be offended. We're just making fun of it because that's just typically how it is.
Listen, there's a meme out there where it's, oh my God, it's a person that's like looking at a person that is in a fursuit, and this normal person is just like, furries are cringe, right? And the furry just goes, yeah, we know.
Yeah. I love it.
Just, yeah, we know. Like, listen, we all know that we're cringe and it's okay.
Like, okay. in conversations that I've overheard and I've kind of interjected when people are like, but aren't furries like those people that have sex? And I'm like, well, I'm not going to deny that they don't have sex.
I mean, everybody
I never
does.
say no to that question. I was just like, yeah, kind of.
I see. I'd be like, well, can you elaborate? Exactly what position do we do? I need to know. Is it doggy style?
Wow.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
Good.
Okay.
Good freaking luck.
Thanks. So this one, as we mentioned, is from Erebus. So they say, so first off, hi. I've been listening for a few months now and have been going through the catalog that's available on the podcast app, listening on my iPhone pretty much when I'm doing anything, working, showering. Why does it say ooh? What are you doing to our podcast while you're showering?
Showering. Ooh. Well, you know that. Did you ever listen to the Shower Thoughts episode?
Oh, yeah.
That intro that I did? Shower Thoughts. It's my favorite intro.
Shower thoughts. We should do a part 2 to that one. That was really funny.
Ooh, we should, because they're funny.
We should. They are fun. Anyway, so they're listening to us while they shower, drive to work, working on the hobby car. Oh, they're a car furry. Sweet. Says, this is going to be a really unorganized and long, so take a seat, steep some tea, and get settled. I appreciate that you mentioned that your email is long, because it is. It's okay. And we have the person who has ADHD and may have a touch of the dyslexia. Yes, I said it.
I mean,
wrong
hey,
on purpose.
if you need me to, like, you know, what do you call it? Spot you or
step in, or
step in, I'll just take over.
Oh, you're good. No, I should be good for now.
Okay.
Anyway. Says, maybe put on a nice relaxing record. Dude, how old are you? I don't know. Records are coming back.
They said that they're 37, so.
Oh, and like
I'm
literally 30, the next sentence. Oh my God.
I'm 37.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I'm 37.
Yeah. You were 10 and then I was born.
Wow.
Oh my God. Shoot. Okay.
Calling me old.
It all started on a cold winter's day, I tease. I'm 37 and I've only been in the fandom since about April of last year. Oh my God, I love it. It says, but I've loved anthropomorphic animals since childhood, but I wasn't very vocal about it. So maybe I've been an unofficial furry most of my life and I'm just now really exploring. I decided that I wanted to start writing and fall in love. And did I skip one? Started writing and wanted to write with someone. Oh my God, I told you. So I looked into RP. Ooh. Now I know we seem to have a negative reputation, which a lot of role players do. It says, I'm a role player that prefers to write a story with someone filled with adventure and danger and romance. Okay, I can get on with that.
That's because, like, most of the role players are just like, ooh, I want to have sex.
Oh my God, yeah. That's so annoying. So it says, where our characters just so happen to fall in love and do what people who love each other do repeatedly. Anyway.
There we go. Let's see. I just.
There it is.
There it is.
Says, I was so worried about being an old man at the meets and such until I started meeting older furries and found gray muzzle groups. Oh, that's cool. Says, I realized that there were people. I missed something there. Realized that there were people out there in their 60s. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just like trying to follow the thing. Okay. So they're out there in their 60s that were just now discovering being a furry is all about. Says, I never really clicked with the people I met at the fur meets, but the Facebook groups are nice. Says, that was something that I wanted to mention that really helped me when thinking about finding my place in all this. The last episode of the podcast I listened to, Bean made mention of it being okay to exist in the fandom online, that I didn't have to go to local meets and cons. I can't tell you how important that was for me to hear. It says that it's okay that I don't necessarily click with most, read none. Okay. Other people locally. That's okay. It says, I have my online friends who I love dearly, and that's good. It says, I still want to go to Anthrocon one day just to see the spectacle of it all. And I imagine Artist Alley and Dealer's Den is nuts there. It kind of is. It's very large, and it would be amusing to meet some of those online friends there. But that probably bacon?
Yeah. Like I think my husband might be home cooking. It doesn't matter. I have like this overwhelming smell. Well, the kitchen's like right next to the computer room. So, and the
I'm
air
glad
conditioning's on. So I'm thinking it's like blowing the bacon waves into the bedroom.
I mean, at least you didn't say that you smelled like toast or something. I'd be like, okay, where do you live? Because I'm calling 911. You're having a stroke.
Oh, no.
My God. That's why I had to clarify. I'm like, you smell bacon, right? You didn't say toast.
Yeah, just straight up bacon.
Okay. Gosh. So they think it would be amazing to meet some online friends there. Goodness. This is probably isn't going to happen anytime soon. Also, the difference between Sona and my OC was explained via one of the episodes of the podcast. And I never really found that I felt like Erebus or Erebus felt like me, but that he was a character, a person that I deeply love. Okay, so is your OC a people? And someone that is more important to me than I ever thought a made-up fox / wild dog person could be. See, it's always the first one. A fox. I love it.
It's always a fox.
Always a fox or a wolf or a husky.
Yeah.
But I love it. Hey, a fox and wild dog would be kind of cool. I kind of want to see it.
Would that be like a dingo? Is that like a coyote? Like those dogs you see in the Mexican streets?
Look up African wild dog.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of, I think that's what they're talking about. But yeah, African wild dogs have like really cool patterns on them. They kind of look like calico cats.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what? They kind of look like they got like mouse ears mixed with like a hyena.
Yep.
Okay.
It's cool. Anyway, so they said, I guess that's one of the amazing things about all this, that characters end up being very important to the people they belong to and who in a way belong to them. I've also discovered just how much of an impact the art can make. It says, I really like the artists and fursuit makers in the fandom. They do a service to those who commission them. It says, not just the service of drawing a fun or sexy pic, but making someone's day and even life just a little bit better. It says, to me, that goes pretty far beyond the monetary part of it. It says, wow, I kind of rambled there. That's okay. We do it all the time. Anyway, I remember hearing that y'all wanted people emailing, so here I am. Thanks for reading. I love what you are doing and have a wonderful day. Says Erebus, but not really. I guess I can be Erebus for now. So I did it. Yay.
I want to unpack the email a little bit.
Okay.
So it is really important to feel like you exist in the fandom. I made a tweet about it last week and I said, like, you don't need a fursuit to be a furry. I was talking with someone on Instagram last week and they were a pup. Like a pup. And they were drawing some art and I messaged them and I'm like, oh, are you a furry? I didn't know you were furry. And they're like, well, I don't have a fursuit yet, so I'm not a furry. And I'm like, you don't need a fursuit to be a furry. Furry is not...
Oh, excuse me. I knew it was
fine.
coming.
Furry's not a physical thing. It's a state of mind. That's what it is. So, and I think that's what's really important for me, for everyone to know, is that you don't need a fursuit to be a furry. You don't necessarily have to even have a fursona or like a ref sheet or anything to really be a furry. It's just being welcomed into this particular fandom. If you create something and you decide to take that on as your own, great, good for you. But just to know that you exist and you find like-minded people, that's okay.
I just kind of want to put my 2 cents into this part. Yeah, you don't need a fursona to be part of the furry fandom. I didn't have a fursona really for the first 2 years of being in the fandom. And Skithrix is not even a fursona. He's actually a D&D character of mine that I just kind of put in as a placeholder. He's not any part of the furry fandom. I didn't really think he was. And Crow even is my fursona now, but he was gifted to me by Dear Dog through being part of the podcast. I joined this podcast team without a fursona. I joined the furry fandom without a fursona. So you don't need one to be part of the fandom at all.
Yes.
So
I'm also going to unpack something here and kind of do a little fun little comparison to somebody that I met that happened to be one of my brother's friends, because I've mentioned it before, but my brother is also a furry, so hooray. 3 out of the 4 kids that my mother had turned out to be furries, which is really, really funny. So he has a friend who lives in the UK, and his name is Jasper. So in this email, this person mentions that like he has a character or a person that like they deeply love, and someone that is more important to like, you know, like him than like a made up fox or whatever. So Jasper actually fell in love with the fandom so much and fell in love with his fursona so much and like just the community and everything that he actually changed his name, like his legal name, from whatever, I don't know what his, you know, birth given name was, but he changed it to Jasper. So like his name is now his persona's name.
That's so cool.
It is so cool. Like he was such a cool, like down to earth person. And he was just like, listen, I've been in this fandom for years, and he's like, I love it. He's like, and I fell in love with my persona so much, and he's like, and I just related so much to my own character. I literally became my own character, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I thought it was neat.
That is neat. The other thing I kind of wanted to unpack a little bit too, I guess it kind of goes along the lines of what I was talking about earlier, but not everything is for everyone in the fandom. So for instance, maybe going to a FurCon is not for you. Maybe going to a local fur meet is not for you. But maybe talking with furries online through Telegram, Discord, TikTok, Instagram, maybe that is for you, and that's your comfort level, and that's okay. You don't necessarily have to do certain things in the fandom to be a part of it. It's just whatever works for you and the friends that you find along with it. So a lot of my friends are a little bit older, and then I have some friends that are a little bit younger, and I'm okay with that. I have this hard time like in person where I feel a lot of the time that I just don't matter to my friends. Yeah, I have it. It's a frequent thought that comes through my mind almost like daily.
But
and
I love you.
Oh, I know. And it's not
it.
like you guys. It's like the friends that I have here, you know, like I feel like I'm not worth it. Like I'm not number 1 on their list, number 2 or number 3. I'm on the bottom list. Like we're the last people that people think about. And so I forget that it's not necessarily about in-person relationships, but it's also about online relationships. And I have a really good, strong bond. You, Paradox, and with everyone else on the team, along with people that I've met in the fandom, people who have emailed in. There's those little bonds that I've created, and I always forget that those matter too, just as much as in-person relationships. So I'm trying to find like just a good state of mind where I'm just like, you know what? It's okay. In-person relationships don't necessarily work out. You still have people that look up to you or that are friends of you or with you online. And that is something I should be okay with. And I just have a hard time with it. So if any of you guys out there feel that, you're not alone.
I'll cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
Oh my gosh. Because like, no, I totally get it.
Don't cry for me. Cry for Jesus the carpenter.
Cry for Jesus the carpenter. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, I can't like really add anything that you didn't already say because like I get it.
That's why I go to therapy. You know,
Me too.
I gotta go to therapy at least once a month, otherwise I just go crazy.
No, I get that. I told my therapist that she's not allowed to tell me when she goes on vacation because anytime that she does, like
You'll
shit
freak
hits
out.
shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Like in my life, like I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm doing good, like I'm feeling great, and then she'll go on vacay, and then like I just it everything explodes. So I've told her, I'm like, okay, don't tell me that you're going on vacation. Just tell me that you have a doctor's appointment that came up, or you know, you have to go do something with your kids that day, like on our normal therapy day. I'm like, just say that. I said, because when you announce to the universe, I'm going on vacation, then that gives the universe free will to just, you know, butt fuck me. That's it.
Wow. You went there.
I did. Oh my gosh.
So the last email is also kind of a long email, but it's at least like broken out into paragraphs, which is a little bit easier to read.
Let me look at it.
And this is from Zephyr.
Ooh, there's some thundering going on here. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, we have thunder too. And it's not just the farts excavating from my butt. Or exiting from my butt.
Excavating.
I've got an excavator back there, baby. No, it's been thundering here too. It was actually, when I was driving home, it was like I thoroughly, like when it rains, it pours here, like just like the phrase. But like I look to the right and there's just like a flood of water just like rushing down the gutter.
Oh
and I'm like, oh man, if I see a clown in one of these drains, I'm fucked. There's number 8, number 7.
Oh my god,
number 7 or 8. It's one of those.
I think it's like 8 or something. Mine's definitely elevated to at least like 10, 12.
That was a little bit of a rapid fire in the last little bit. So now both hosts are up to 8 total, which means that they're at 16 together. Let's see if they'll hit 20.
I was just gonna say though, like, you know how people tell others that like if they have like a good butt, they're like, "Oh man, you got a dump truck back there." Just tell them, like, I one up you. I have an excavator.
Yeah. Oh my god. That would be so great.
Yes, just like the next
I
time
would
you're like,
love
"Oh,
to see
look at
their
this dump
face.
truck." You're like, "Well, honey, I have an excavator."
Yeah, an
Just wiggle
excavator.
your butt.
God.
Oh, okay.
So this email comes from Zephyr. Now, they say hello, kind of a long email, but lots to check out. My name is, and this is kind of an interesting name, 4F Productions, or you can call me Zephyr. I'm just going to call you Zephyr. The cape-wearing tiger. Been in the fandom for over 10 years, since July 4th, 2014. I have
Oh my
autism as well.
God.
Don't worry, you and everyone else on this planet has autism.
Now, do you?
I feel like everyone has some sort of autism or is on the spectrum.
Which tism do you have? Do you have the autism or the
The
astigmatism?
Stupid. I mean, like, the whole furry fandom is just one giant autistic blurb.
And we're all neurospicy.
Yeah, I like that. Neurospicy.
Yes. All neurospicy. Anyway, so go ahead.
Anyways, listen, I've recently started listening to your podcast. So much to take in and be inspired by. Might even be tempted to start my own podcast. Oh, that'd be awesome. Go for it.
Nice.
If you ever need some tips and tricks, let us know. I'm also a trucker furry with many tales, pun intended, from the road. I'm also an artist too. See art below. Some is mine and some is not mine because it was commissioned. I also edit videos on YouTube as well. I'll tell you this. Your podcast making sitting in traffic easy and less of a pain in the rear. So thank you. You're welcome. You're totally
You are
welcome.
Welcome.
I would love to figure out how to get on the show and share so many cool things with you. I have 4 sonas. That's actually quite normal. You know, if I was like a couple years ago, maybe like 5 years ago or so, I'd be like, yeah, 4 sonas, what? But a lot of people have a lot of personas.
Oh, yeah.
Not including my adoptables that I've all forgotten and lost. So,
Oh my God. I thought about mine the other day. I was like, where are they? I'm like, I should probably like rehome them, be like, hey, real cheap. I'm like, I forgot about these. I'm like, I saw them like, ooh, shiny. And then like, that was it.
I saw some on Twitter and I'm like, ooh, adoptables, I should get one. And then I was just like, no space. You already have like 4 adoptables and you've already lost them.
Oh, I have way more. I have to track them all down. There's some of them that like I want to keep because like they look cool, but like I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. That's the problem.
So it looks like they have a tiger, they have a lion, a Sergal. Oh,
Cheese.
a cheese. You must love our jokes about Sergals. Because guess what? I am trying to get Sparrow to commit to doing a Sergal episode. It's an episode just about Sergals and the history and everything.
Dude,
Much
if
like
she doesn't want to do it, I'll do it.
we
with
should
you.
do it. Much
Yes.
like the not the protogem. What was the other one that we did?
Oh,
And
what was
I
it?
just ripped the species apart.
Oh, what was that? I can't remember.
What was that episode? I'm gonna go look for it real quick. It was Manokits.
Oh,
Manokits.
yes.
So I'm like, you know how we love circles? We should do an episode about circles right along the lines of Manokits. And mostly because there's always that one person that will email me and be like, I'm offended. I'm a circle. And that's the reason why I want to do it. So
Okay, I have one critique with their last one. That's like a fox.
fox?
That's like created by like it looks
It's
like
a road. It is a
Okay,
road.
I
Or it's an
love it,
interstate.
but its nose, I think would be really funny is if it like
That was a stop sign.
I was thinking either a stop sign
Or a
or make
manhole.
it like a green light. Make it like the green light from like for those
Stoplights.
red. Yeah, thank you. Stoplight. Just make like a stoplight design like around like down the muzzle.
That would
and
be
have-
so cool.
It would be cool. But other than that, like I love the design. This is so creative.
Make it look like a manhole. That would work too. Yeah. No, not like a man's hole.
No, I know that. I know.
Oh,
it's
okay,
wrong.
good. That was just like, which is no different from a woman's hole, just saying, but we're not going there. Moving on from the email. I mean, there's more on the email, but this is
died.
I really like this interstate freeway fox. It's
I
really
really
cool.
do too. I would love to see it as a fursuit.
I've never seen anything like it before.
Mm-hmm.
Says so all the art that was in this particular email that we're looking at says all art drawn by me. Each of my fursonas represents interests that I have. If I got on the show, I could tell you more about them. Or we're going to have you on the show then, so you can tell us more about them.
Yes.
Zephyr the cape-wearing tiger is my main fursona. Ah, funny. Main as an M-A-N-E, not M-A-I-N. That's clever. I like that. I kind of have a thing for furries who wear long capes. Capes are just so fun to wear because when you add a cape to a character, you open more possibilities for poses and cool pictures or videos. And also, Edna Mode says, no capes. So
I bless this person.
no capes.
No capes.
No capes. Plus, they just make an amazing blankets when it's freaking cold out, or you're stuck indoors and you just want to be cozy as heck. Capes are great. That's why they're called slankets or snuggies. Isn't that what Slinkets and snuggies, I think is what they were. Also, I can't pronounce this word. I always have
Maleficent?
Is it Maleficent?
Maleficent, yes.
I feel like I've got a
Some people do pronounce it Maleficent, but it's Maleficent.
M. Also, M is one of my favorite villains, mostly because of the cape, plus other reasons, but mostly the cape. Below is a picture I drew of Zephyr wearing M's cape. I just feel like I have a lisp.
A lisp.
A lisp. It's super cute. I love the drawing. And I love that it's done. This is obviously a traditional drawing. This is not done on computers. I love the way that they've done it.
I do too.
Below is art that I got commissioned of Zephyr by other artists, which is super duper cool. And lastly, it says, as you can see, Zephyr is an evil sorcerer tiger. He loves conjuring storms and letting his robes and capes fly in the wind. Capes and storms are kind of the theme. Zephyr's cape has become kind of his trademark of him, which is pretty cool. More on that later. Well, I think that is it so far. I just wanted to introduce myself, share a little bit or a lot, lol, roar. So
I love it.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on because characters. I'm curious about your 4 characters, but most specifically the interstate one.
Yes, I need more of the interstate fox.
And I guess
that's fantastic.
There's the Sergal. It's the called Bart.
Did I miss that one? Hold on, let me look at it. I looked at it briefly. Oh, okay, I see. Bart.
I wonder if Bart's a train. Bart Bay
is
Area
a train.
Rapid Transit from San Francisco. So maybe.
Oh my God, it's a Sergal based off a train.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my God.
That's cool. All right. So now I'm interested in this one too. So.
I just reminded myself of Jennifer Coolidge. Just, oh my God, you look like the 4th of July.
I love that phrase. Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
God, you got the rasp just like perfect. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well, anyways, thanks for everyone sending in your emails. I think we're now all caught up. Hooray for that.
I think so. Now that we're 47 minutes in.
Shh. Listen, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. We're just going to blow through these other items. Okay. So
oh my God.
Here we go. It's at least they're going to enjoy something.
Yeah.
Okay. So page 2 of things you would only see at a FurCon and maybe other cons as well. I'll start us off. Wallflowers. They go to raves, but they sit around instead of dance. I do the same thing too. I go to the dances and I'm like, I'm going to go to the dance. And I'm like decked out. And then I just sit there because I'm too afraid to dance.
That's at every high school dance, especially like the emo and goth kids. They go and they're all decked out, but they all just sit there in a corner and they just talk. That's
how I feel it is. The comp block. Yes, we know your fursuit is cute, but you're blocking people's view of the dance competition with your giant head. I've never had this issue, but I have seen like fursuiters like in the front row and then like in the middle of the row. And it's like, okay, if you're going to wear your fursuit, you got to wear it like in the back row. because
Right, yeah.
that's just rude.
I mean, I understand like there's not fursuits don't have really great vision, or at least a lot of them do. Some of them
Yeah.
have really dope vision, which is kind of like why I want to make like my fursuit with a raptor mask, because like the eyes are perfect and I can see so well like with them.
I want a protogen because like you can see like
Do it.
right out of it. It's just
Oh yeah.
it's just a visor. That's all it is. So
Yeah. So we have the Tipper, the ruler of the artist alley, loved by all. So it's obviously it's somebody that goes around, and then as soon as they get their like their art, or maybe they don't, they just tip an artist, and they're like, man, that's great.
what if it like goes along the lines with the haggler, right? You haggle a price down and then you tip the difference. I bet I wonder if someone's ever done that. Like, can you bring it down to like $20 and I'll tip you 10, and then that way it'll be even. But it's basically at the same time, it's like, well, you're just paying at full price.
Yeah, you're just not tipping.
Yeah.
See, that's smart.
Yeah.
But also like that's no, this one doesn't even count on the swear. That's shitty. That's shitty of you. Stop.
Whatever. That totally counts.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that counts. And that now puts Paradox in the lead with 9.
The anime con wannabe.
Oh my god, I hate these booths so much.
Just because you got a spot in the dealer's den doesn't mean furries want to buy your Naruto snapbacks and AliExpress lanyards.
It's always like, okay, so you have, this goes along with another one that's just down the list called Witchy Woman, where it's always that booth in the dealer's den or artist alley that sells rocks, gems, dragon jewelry, and other mystical trinkets that have no relation to the con whatsoever.
But that's at least cool.
At least it's cool, but they're always there. So like you always have like
they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. And oh my god, I can't even tell you how many times I've gone and look at BLFC last year. Going into the artist alley was cool, but I want to say like a good half of the booths were just like anime or fursona characters. They're like the long pillowcases that you put over your sex pillow or whatever you call it. I can't think of what
the body
called.
pillow.
Yeah, but it's called something specific.
Oh, it's a what is that called? Oh my god, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I know what it is.
Anime body pillow.
Nope, it's on Bad Dragon. They have it too.
Daki Makura. Daki Makura, is that right?
What is
Daki
that?
Makura or whatever. They're anime body pillows is what they are. But there's just tons of them everywhere. And I'm like, bro, everyone else is selling these. Why are you selling these?
Oh my god, I can get a Bad Dragon button-up shirt and I can wear it to work and nobody would know. Yes.
I've seen, oh my god, where did I see it? I think it was just at like a novelty store, but I saw that they had a Bad Dragon like a pin, and I'm like, are you a furry, or do you just like their products?
That's
and I'm wondering, like, people would not know what BD or like what the dragon would mean unless they went and looked for it.
Yeah.
Like Bad Dragon's like the one thing you could actually wear or have apparel of and wear it in plain sight.
Yep, because people are either gonna know or they're not.
This next one,
no.
we've talked about already, deadpan fursuiting, the people that just stand there and stare at you while in fursuit.
Oop.
The best reference I can think of is that one Vine video of the Elmo character that's just standing in the middle of Times Square. And it's just kind of like,
yes,
swaying back and forth. Like that's the look that I'm thinking of when it comes to like deadpan fursuiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh my god.
TwitterCon, you may not be physically there, but you will have a lot of hot takes available to you 24/7. So,
oh my god,
Twitter's always a buzz when there's a major con going on. So, AntherCon,
yep,
Midwest Fur Fest, FWA. All of a sudden, there's just an explosion of art and people taking pictures and all that fun stuff. So,
I know that Hearth Fox exploded for
Oh
AntherCon.
my god,
oh
yes.
Oh my god, with their cute little puppet.
Yeah, and was it you that said that? I think that's their fursona.
Yes, I think that is their persona. Like it's
so cute.
It's so cute. They just made this silly little puppet and they went went to, I mean, everywhere else in the con, but like I know one specifically that stood out was like the rave, and it was just this little puppet just getting it down just in the middle of the rave, and it was fantastic.
Where someone was like throwing money at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so he just threw like a couple dollar bills at it. It was
so
freaking
good.
great.
So
oh
good.
my gosh. Really cool person. I can't wait to have an interview with them.
If they agree. Like,
if they agree, yes.
Don't even get me started.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I haven't talked to him recently, but anyway, go ahead.
You're next.
Oh, am I? Hooray.
Yeah.
The supportive parent. That's the one that may not know what's going on, but they are happy their kid is having fun.
It's so true. I've seen it so many times at BLFC. You get the parent that like is just with the kid who has their own fursuit or their homemade fursuit.
Yeah.
And they're just going around and the parent's just kind of like, I don't understand what's going on, but my kid's happy, so I'm happy.
Oh my God. See, those are the kind of parents that are like top tier parents. Like, you don't have to like know like exactly what your kid or even like your friend or whatever is talking about. Like, you can just be supportive. Like, and that's it. And they're like, oh my God, yes. Like like that's go ahead.
Well, okay, so when I went to a Woo, because it was a family friendly con, so they had a lot of stipulations of what you could and couldn't do and what you could and couldn't wear. I'd say about a good 70% of the attendants were kids, like kids or teens, but with their parents. So I mean, it gives them a place to go and express themselves, which is great. It's a family con, not for me. I don't really like family cons. I kind of like being with the adults.
No, I get that. I think that's what I like about like my dad a lot, because even though there's pros and cons to like my dad, but like that's something that like he's getting better at. It's just being supportive. So he knows that like I'm a furry, and he knows that like I have like art and characters and like whatever. And I do have a fursuit of a character that I made a couple years ago. It's a partial. I'm actually trying to sell it because I unfortunately just don't like connect with the character anymore. So if anybody out here is interested, like, you hit me up because we can strike a deal. So
Nice.
well, anyway, it's a lion partial, but like he asks about it sometimes, and like that's kind of makes me feel bad that like I don't do much anything with it anymore. But anyway, he's like, what's that costume thing that you have? And like whatever. He's like, you should wear it again sometime. And I'm like, Dad, that's adorable. I love that you're supportive, but you have no idea what this is. But it's okay.
Right.
That's what I like about him. He has no idea what like the furry fandom is. He doesn't know anything about it. He's just like, hey, you're into that makes you happy, like you're doing stuff, cool, I want to know about it. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I don't understand it, but I like that it makes you happy. So
you should do the next one then, because it kind of goes with the first one.
Oh, the on the fence parent. Oh yeah, man. So this the on the fence parent says, why is my kid running around in a raptor mask in a hotel with all these strange people wearing dog costumes?
So true.
You just don't get it, Karen, and you never will, because you just don't want to understand it, and because of that you just don't get to have fun. So let your kid run around in their Walmart bought raptor mask with the fun dogs that are running around. So
I find that a lot of kids like to wear capes too. I found at a Weird there was a ton of like raptor masks like everywhere. There was no originality with the raptor mask, but they all were wearing capes, and I'm like, what?
So they either do that or they wear like, and this is something that I kind of like,
PJs or Kigus.
Those, or they'll wear pride flags.
Yeah, what is that?
So a lot of people, not just like in the furry fandom, but like the LGBT community and stuff, like at Pride or whatever, they'll wear like their preferred pride flag or just a pride flag like as a cape. And it's just like, I think it's cool, but like I think it's just because unanimously I think a lot of people just think capes are cool and they make them feel more powerful or whatever. It's just a thing, just like that one email said with Zephyr.
Oh yeah.
It just makes them feel good. So like a lot of people, they'll just wear capes, and they it is a nice little accessory.
I don't like wearing capes because when you sit down, you feel like you're being choked.
Well,
because like
to adjust.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to adjust. I just want to be able to sit
I
down.
get it.
And then like, they're in the way. I like the way that they flow, but I don't know.
I'd
have to find a really gay cape.
Oh, I could help you find a gay cape. I wore an outfit for Pride. I can send it to you, but like I have this long like jacket sort of thing, and it looks very piratey. I love it, but like it flowed so nicely, like, and I was like, oh, I feel so powerful right now. I was also in a corset, so like there's that.
I think I remember seeing you in this corset.
I think so. Yes. Well, I also wore it for Valentine's Day.
Damn, you wear a corset so well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I gotta hang on. Let me find.
While you're doing that, I'll
go ahead. You read the next
because
one.
the next two kind of go hand in hand. There's the
Okay.
the poodlers, which go ahead, show some skin. It's 98 degrees in the Sky Bridge. I don't care if you poodle. You know, I don't know what people are throw the big idea or make a big deal about people who are poodling. They're showing some skin. Who cares? They're having fun. And isn't that what the fandom's all about? Having fun and being open-minded. Don't be a Republican. I'm just kidding. That's bad.
Oh my god.
Don't be a Ron DeSantis.
I don't know why I gasped so hard.
Because he's all about anti-woke. Then there's the reverse poodlers. All bodysuit, no head, pure exhaustion. And that's like the hardcore fursuiters that like power fursuiting through the con for like 12 hours. And then they take their fursuit off or their head off. And you can just see them sitting by the side, just totally drenched in sweat. And it's like, bro, just straight bro.
Oh, I do like the poodlers.
Oh, you sent me a picture.
I sent you a picture and a video.
Oh yeah, I remember this. This is such a cool outfit.
Thanks.
You know what you remind me of? Like a darker version of Rogue from X-Men.
Oh, yes.
Like a sexy Rogue.
Awesome.
Right?
Oh, man.
Very nice.
I have a version of like the poodle thing like in mind, but it's not actually poodling. But I want to try what's
video is so sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks.
As a gay man, I am very jealous.
Oh my gosh. I almost died in the chair, by the way.
I almost feel like, well, don't die. We gotta finish this list. I almost feel like when you transform, it's like I feel like you should be like a badass character from a game.
Thank you. I'll cry. See, like, okay, it's funny because like at my old job, I was known for the person that was just constantly like changing my hair or like my style or whatever. And
That's
like
what
I had one coworker, I had one coworker who was like, "Why do you change your hair up so much?" And I'm like, "Listen, I am a self-proclaimed shapeshifter. I'm like, you just never know." And I
get bored.
I did walk into the grocery store though with like my corset and like full outfit and everything.
You know what I want to get my hands on, and I don't know where to find it, but I'm sure it's expensive. It's heat reactive hair color. So you put it on, you wash it out, and then if it's purple and you put your hand on it, the heat warms it up, and then you take it off and it's bright pink. How cool would that be? You could run your hands through your hair and like your hair just changes color.
Oh my god, I want to do that. I will
so badly.
Dang it.
That.
I need to like find a job that will let me have colored hair again, but I needed to like pay me well. So
what color products did you use?
So
Manic?
I use a hair dye product that's called unicorn hair.
Oh,
yes. It is my preferred hair dye. It just stays in really well in my hair, but it usually stays pretty vibrant. Like last year,
I think they have one called Lime Crime that's like green.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just have like fun colors and like I want to dye my hair, but I can't right now because like currently I'm at a job where it's like you can't have dyed hair, and I'm like, well, why not?
Technically, I'm not supposed to have dyed hair, but no one says anything because it's so epic.
That's great.
I use like a whole variety I use Iro, and these are stuff that I get at like Sally Beauty. So Iro,
me too.
Fox. I have some of the Fox colors.
Oh, the Arctic Fox one?
Yeah, the Arctic Fox was good.
That one, oh my god, I tried Arctic Fox, but like the color
it
just
smells like
kept bleeding.
It smells like detergent and soap. I didn't like it. I like Iro because it smells like Fruit Loops and it's all vegan. It's 95% vegan. And when you squeeze it out of the tube, it's like it looks like oil paint. So it's like nice, thick, and smooth.
Nice. I'll have to try that sometime.
But my new favorite is Strawberry Leopard. And what's cool
Ooh.
about Strawberry Leopard is it's a semi-permanent hair color. But when you put it in your hair, it conditions as it colors. So you're not getting dry hair when you wash it out.
Oh, I love it.
Genius.
That's awesome.
And it also smells like Fruity Pebbles. So don't eat it, but it doesn't taste like that. Trust me, I haven't tried it. I have been tempted.
Don't eat the Fruity Pebble hair dye. And
Don't.
eat glue.
Just don't.
Don't do it.
All right, you're next up.
Okay, so we have Deer in the Headlights. It says there seems to be an uprising in deer-esque fursuiters out of nowhere. There is a lot. There's a lot more deer
Moose.
and deer,
Caribou.
moose, caribou. My brother's a caribou, but he's been a caribou for like, oh dear God.
Does he have a fursuit?
He doesn't have a fursuit, but he does have like art and stuff. Like he's kind of like the kind of person that's like fursuits are cool, but like he likes them and whatnot. But he's like I don't really need one. He's definitely one of those
Same.
dudes. Yeah, but he does have a ton of art. I need to draw his character again, but his character's name is Prancer. He's been a caribou for
And he's a dancer.
ever since. That's funny. No, he's been in the fandom since high school, like when he was in high school. So that was a long time ago. Brother, you're old. Actually,
How
no,
old is he?
he's 35.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, my brother is 35. I have an older sister that's 36. I am 28, and then my youngest sister is going to be 20 this year.
Oh, you're a baby.
I am a baby.
You're a baby with a little bit of an older soul of my age.
That's because of trauma.
Awesome. Trauma is awesome.
Not really, but okay. It's what
Well,
makes me neurospicy.
neurospicy is the word of the day.
What's the letter of today?
N. That's the first for neuro.
Is the number of the day the combined like number of swears?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't know what our swear count is. So
I lost count. I think I'm at 8 or 9. 8.
something like that.
Write us an email and tell me what my count is at.
Yes, I want to know mine too.
Still send them an email, but our swear count for the total of both episodes is going to be Paradox being our winner with 9 and Space coming in a close second with 8.
Let's God. Honey, we're here. The moment you realize you've arrived at a con because you see a giant tiger man walking to Subway for lunch outside the con center.
Oh my gosh. It's cool because I don't know if any like city that like holds like furry conventions does this, but I know that Anthrocon does it. Like a lot of like your local shops and like restaurants or whatever, they will have furry themed or convention themed like food or drinks.
Yeah, they do.
And there was one, I don't know if the pizza shop is still there, but when I went in 2016, they had exclusive dog food bowls that you could get that said Anthrocon 2016, and it had like the pizza shop's name on it, but you could get your
cool.
pizza in a dog food bowl, and it was great.
Oh, that's so
I'm so
nifty.
sad because I wanted one and I didn't get it.
Well, you should just make your own.
I should say good boy on it.
Good boy.
Okay, Walmart fursuits. It's always that person who buys a fursuit head at Walmart the last second. And I haven't seen them in recent
No, I haven't
years. They were very popular for a while, but those are those giant, like absurd looking cat heads and bear heads. And like some of them were dinosaurs, which was kind of cool, but like it's those ones and they're quite comical. There's been people more though. They've been buying those giant teddy bears, cutting out the back and stepping inside them and running around into the store.
Yeah, I have seen that. That's kind of weird looking.
It is weird.
The teddy
I think
bears,
I'd probably
they're like
poop.
they're like the bee suits.
The bee suits?
The bitch suits.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
What? Oh.
That would be so great. You have like a
God.
teddy bear like suit that fits over the bitch suit, right? And it's just sitting in the corner with all your other plushies, and you walk in, and all of a sudden you just see its like little arms and legs kind of start to wiggle. For excitement.
Oh my god.
I'd be like, I'm out of here.
I would just evaporate on the spot.
Big fat nope.
Yeah, no. It's
Nope.
really funny because my favorite Disney movie like ever is Beauty and the Beast, but if something inanimate starts moving, I will shit myself.
So I'm going to totally engage with all of the gray muzzle furs out there.
Oh.
My favorite, it's not necessarily a movie, but it's a short from Disney. And it's from way back when, but it's Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet. Johnny
I don't know.
Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet. It's such a cute.
Hold on. Maybe I do know. Hold on.
And Bluebonnet can be worn on a horse, which is super cute. Johnny.
Oh, this
Fedora.
looks so. Wait. I think I've seen this, but not in a long time. It's definitely scratched like an ancient itch in my brain.
Yeah. This is the one.
Oh my god, this is cute. That's adorable.
Johnny Fedora and
I'm gonna ask my wife something.
Bluebonnet. So cute.
Babe, can we cosplay as Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet?
That would be amazing, yeah. We'll just dress up as like hat stands, and then our heads will be the hat.
Oh my god.
That would be
I was asking my wife, but okay.
Oh, never mind. Yes.
That's why I said babe.
I mean, like, okay, it's like from like the 19...
This looks like 50s or something. 1946.
Okay, yeah, 1946. But like when I was growing up as a kid, I mean, this is the kind of cartoon stuff you'd watch Disney style. So this is like the one that I love. The other one is Bongo. I love Bongo.
Bongo?
Bongo Bear.
Bongo.
The circus bear.
Oh my god, this also scratches an old itch. Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love Bongo Bear. It's like my absolute favorite animation that Disney's ever done.
It's because you're a bear. And
I'm a bear, and I've always watched it. Like my mom would be like, I knew that you were watching it because I could hear in the room be like, Bongo, Bongo, Bongo. Like back when I was a kid. So
that's adorable.
It's always just kind of stuck with me.
That's cute. I love it.
The last item on our list is the charitable. The furry fandom as a whole, all FurCons are nonprofits and have a supported charity connected to its name. So no matter what FurCon you go to, there's always a charity, and there's always a huge amount that's raised by the attendees, which is just mind-boggling.
And this right here, I need everybody who shits on furries all the time is like, and just rubs our name in the dirt and says that we're all these terrible things. Listen, go to a convention. It is nonprofit, and almost all of the proceeds go straight to charity. I don't think like very many other like conventions do that.
See,
I don't know.
In 2023, the charity was Rabbit Wranglers for AntherCon, and $52,000 was raised. That's a lot of money.
There you go.
That's a lot of money. The year before that, it was Wildlife Works. It was $41,000. A couple years before that, $45,000. Year before that, 42,000. And the numbers just kind of stay within like the 6-digit range. So that's pretty good. That's really good.
Okay, so I just looked up. I didn't even look up like furry convention, but I just looked up on the Google. I said, do conventions donate to charity? The first thing that pops up is furries donated over $1 million to charities in 2019.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. There you go. Like,
there you go.
There you go.
And what a great way to end the episode with something just so amazing about our fandom.
Yes, I agree.
So
that wraps up.
Yeah, that totally does wrap it up. Part 2 is done.
Yay!
Woo! Awesome. Well, as usual, if you guys would like to send us an email, you can. We're going to start reading emails at the beginning of every episode. I don't know how many. We'll just determine how many come in.
We should do like 4 every episode.
We could do 4 every episode. Assuming we have 4. So I mean, if we only have like 1 or 2, then we'll just read those 2. And that way we can be current. And one day we'll do another Fangasms where I may let it just build up. But we'll see.
We should do an episode where the fans ask us questions and like in email form, and then we answer them like a Q&A.
Yeah, we could do that. So
that'd be fun.
There you go. There's a challenge for you. Send us an email with questions you have for us. We will compile all the emails together and we'll do a Q&A episode just for you guys.
Of everything you've ever wanted to know about any of the hosts.
Yep.
Or
anything. Team. Even if it's not like, if you have a question for, let's say like Ruby, but I mean, because Ruby's not on every episode. Ruby comes on every now and then. I will still pass the question on to Ruby for me to read to you guys. So anyone you have questions for.
If you guys have any questions for me, you guys can also write it in the email and they will ask it and I will answer it during the editing process. So they will have no idea what my answer is going to be until the episode comes out.
Ta-da. And then you can follow us on Twitter, which is @FromTheMuzzle. And then we also have a Telegram group chat that you can join. That's always available. Those links are always available below in the information box. And then email. You can email us at talktothemuzzle@gmail.com. And that's how you can find us.
Hooray!
Do you have any last comments? Last words?
Let us know if we missed anything on our part 1 and part 2, because we covered a lot. So if there's
We
anything
did.
that like happens within the furry fandom, specifically at cons, that like maybe might not happen at other conventions, let us know.
Please do. And we'll read it. We'll read it.
We'll read
you.
it.
We'll read about it. We'll talk about it. That's what I meant.
We'll read about it. We'll talk about it. We'll sing about it. We'll gibberish about it.
And all that fun stuff. But until next time, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.